Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. There are three common denominators in textiles that remained the same over decades. Many things have changed, but at least three of them remained the same. The first one is related to automation. It is an increase, a desire to increase automation whenever possible in order to reduce the costs and the failures. The second common denominator is about the increase of productivity to maximize the yield, to remove the waste and maintain the yield as high as possible. And the third one, it is increasing the quality, a quest to increase the quality so that the spinner remains or become competitive. And technology has helped us to achieve all the three of them over the years. Technology offered tools to make mills to create competitive advantages using the tools. The same happened with the yarn clearing as well. Over the years, automation, productivity, and quality increased, following the technology that became available. And it has been a field of intense innovation by all the companies in all aspects. And we did a lot in Uster in this field as well over the years, acknowledging the critical position of the yarn clearers in the spinning process at the end of the process. The margin for error is very slim. And the performance of the yarn clearer is perhaps the only factor or the most important factor that determines the effectiveness of all the three key aspects mentioned above: the automation, the productivity, and the quality. In 2010, with Uster Quantum 3, we introduced several technologies in that regard. A more inclusive and better contamination control, smart limits to automate the determination of the settings without compromises, textile and quality alarms to isolate exceptions from the production, a robust clearer without failures, just to name few. And actually, we are very happy to realize that with almost 2 million Quantum 3 clearers in the market, our customers are managing their quality and their performance every single day. Meanwhile, though, in the last 10 years, we have all witnessed few important changes that emerged and accelerated. The first is the diversity of the fibers used, as well as the types of yarns produced. I think, Katrin, I lost the presentation. Spinning mills want to have the option to process any fiber that is in demand from the market without restricting themselves to the equipment that they have. Synthetics and the blends are on a rise, and flexibility is what is demanded. The same applies for the types of yarn to produce. Yarn clearers in the future need to be agile to address this change and capable to handle this diversity. The second change that emerged is the lack of skills, or if you wish, the lack of textile application skills. This is not a new trend though. However, the gap is wider today, and it will further widen in the future. The competition with other industries will leave textiles behind in the race of attracting textile engineers and talents. The young clearers of the future not only but also need to fill that gap with integrated textile know-how to a much higher level. The third change is related to integration. having sensors and equipment is not enough anymore. Putting them together into a system, sharing each other data, and creating necessary information is the key to succeed. Not for the sake of creating data or information, but for managing the complexity with efficiency and effectively. The young clearers of the future needs to be designed to be part of systems or solutions also. And the last change is about analysis, data and analysis. Sensors and equipment are creating competitive advantages. There is no doubt about this. And we will need them in the future. They are the backbone. However, in order to sustain these advantages, we need solutions. Solutions that are capable to integrate data sources and analyze them in such a way that they are facilitating, if not automating, the production and quality management. It is not enough that young clearers are faster and can see more. They need to be smart to make decisions based on the analysis of data from the entire spinning process. All these changes are a call for creating a young clearer that is capable to turn the competitive advantages into sustainable competitive advantages. Understanding our domain, realizing and addressing current and future demands, and remain loyal to our path of providing innovation for a purpose, we are very proud to introduce our new young clearer, our Uster Quantum 4.0. The key value vehicles are security, prevention, and flexibility. Our aim is to lead young clearing and managing the mill with quality in mind into a new era. And we are very confident that we can do it after testing the young clearer in the field for more than 2 years already. And we are humble, but very determined to work hard with our customers to help them to enjoy the benefits and achieve excellence. I would like to hand over to Ms. Hofer to tell us more about Uster Quantum 4.0. She has been working with young clearers for more than 10 years already, and with our Uster quality platform for more than 5 years. And I think that she is the best to speak about Uster Quantum 4.0 with the customer in mind. Katrin?
Hello, everyone, also from my side. Thanks for joining our event today, and thank you, Thomas, for the introduction. Yeah, it is quite some years now that I'm working with Uster and also with the yarn clearers. Therefore, I'm even more proud today to present you the new generation. And I am pretty sure that you want to see it now. So this is the new yarn clearer generation, Uster Quantum 4.0. It is actually, we pair actually the proven technologies we had so far with new things, with new technologies. And this is all built into the yarn clearers, but as well into the central clearing unit, as you can see it here on the picture. The yarn clearer itself has improved especially the insides, all the electronics and so on. But you can also see from the picture, there is a new capacitive touch for the reset, new yarn pass and everything. That all makes the yarn clearer to a very reliable thing. Together with the new technologies used for the central clearing unit in the background, we are building up a system that can give new possibilities to our customers. So everything is smoother, but combined with the proven smartness that we have always given to our customers, it is a great new future. Talking about smartness, we have now the Smart Duo technology, which we will bring to the market. It is combining the strength of all the sensor technologies that we have. We will see more about that in a short time, and then you can see also what it means, Smart Duo technology. If we look now how it looks on the machine, these are the yarn clearers on the machine. As already mentioned before, we have tested everything very well in the last years. So we are very confident that this clearer comes now to the market in working shape, and it's really reliable. In the tried and trusted Uster way, actually. So we always try to stand for that when we come to the market, it also has a state that it helps the customers. And especially in today's situation, where the lack of personnel is always an issue, or getting more and more an issue, this yarn clearer helps as well. Quantum 4.0 is so smart and easy to use that also personnel with not so high experience can really use it from the beginning on. And with that of help, we help the market and the customers in just having the best quality for their yarns in an effective and smart way. So we come up with Quantum 4.0, a Smart Duo technology, which is reliable and working. But that's not all. The future is connected, and so is also Quantum 4.0, as the name says. So the Quantum 4.0 on the one side comes together with the Quantum Expert, which is the central data system for the yarn clearers. It comes also in a new shape. Everything can be connected, the new yarn clearers, Quantum 4.0, but also the previous generations. And in that system, it is everything is accessible for our customers. So communication in the mill is getting better and better just by having the data all in one centralized place. By this, of course, we are making the next step to the integration, which is really needed as of today. It is not only the yarn clearer itself anymore. It is the whole system what brings the value. If we talk about connections, we do not stop there. We have also in our portfolio the Quality Expert as another or next level of integration. The solution of Quality Expert provides not only the yarn clearer data, but also the data from the laboratory. So like this, the whole spinning mill from the beginning until the end of the yarn is covered. And the value for the customers is immense. I mean, they will have the full mill view, and if you see, like mentioned here, there is a possibility of a total contamination control just by combining in an intelligent way the yarn clearers with other systems, in that case with our vision shield at the beginning of the production, at the fiber stage, taking out contamination. And here we have the possibility to balance and see how the contamination control works in total. Another good example is the ring spinning optimization as well. Here we concentrate on the area of the ring spinning machine and the winding machine, and especially on ring spinning, because this is still the area in the spinning mill with the highest costs, and there is a lot of potential to optimize. This is possible with the ring spinning optimization. So all closed up in that quality expert, the next level of integration and solutions. Another very important function for our customers is the RSO 3D. This is again a kind of ring spinning optimization, but more concentrated on the machine level. So what we do is we can now show up the quality data on the spindle level of the ring spinning machine. And this is very unique. And that helps to identify issues at the ring spinning machine and fix them. So the customers are much faster in identifying and fixing problems at the source. As this is visible, we can also say, okay, we detected a poor quality COP, and we stop it. We stop it before it goes further to winding. And this helps then not only the quality, but also the efficiency of the winding machine. So the whole package is concentrating on both quality and also the productivity for our customers. In a connected way, Quantum 4.0, as the name says. So having seen now how the product looks like, I would like to explain you the key elements of Uster Quantum 4.0. I had mentioned in the beginning the Smart Duo technology. So what does it mean? I'm not sure how familiar you are with the yarn clearing technologies, but there used to be always two kinds of technologies. It was always either a capacitive system, which was checking for the mass of the yarn, or it is an optical system, which is checking the diameter of the yarn. You can see it also below a bit. So there are these round buttons. On the left side, it would be the capacitive measurement, and on the right side, with the light source and the detector, would be the optical measurement. Now, with the Smart Duo technology, we bring a lot of flexibility to our customers. And this is actually covering the need, as we heard in the beginning. The diversity is increasing a lot, and deciding between the one or the other clearer might not cover all the needs of the customers anymore. So that's the purpose why we bring it now with the Smart Duo technology, everything combined in one, both the capacitive and the optical technology. This gives the possibility to the customers that they can either, like you see it on the left side, switch between a capacitive and an optical basic clearing, with the advantage that they can still use all the functionalities that are somehow linked to the capacitive sensor, like the polypropylene detection, for example, or vegetable clearing, or core yarn. There are many things. So it is an advantage for the customer that they have much more flexibility now with this clearer, because everything is in one and they can just decide based on the application or the conditions around if they would go for a capacitive or optical basic clearing. This is the one thing about Smart Duo technology. It is a switch function. On the other side, we combine the signals. And combining the signals makes the yarn clearing even better and more efficient, of course. So, and this is what we are trying to do here a bit on the right side. Everything on this, when you look at the screen, looks fairly simple, empty. And this is the reason. It is smart and easy to use. There is not much to do for the customer. Just select what you want to do, and it is working. So if we look at the area of combining the clearing modes, we have a new function which is called cross clearing. And what we actually do is we are backing up the one system with the other. Like this is, of course, stronger. And it is focusing really on the problems the customer faces and taking out only what is necessary in a very efficient way. Another combined functionality of the Smart Duo is the density. Now, what does density mean? I mean, density is basically the characteristic of the yarn. And you or the customers can find the spinning mills a difference in density due to many reasons, actually. There are many reasons which are changing the density of the yarn. The one thing is, for example, for compact yarns. Compact yarns have a very specific density, a very specific characteristic also of the yarn due to their production process. If something goes wrong in that production process, it's changing the density, and we can detect it with this new function of density. Another one, which I think is even more important, is the twist. The twist, if the twist is changing, for example, due to slip spindles on the ring spinning machine, so maintenance is just basically, then the complete characteristic of the yarn has changed. So also this is now detectable with the Smart Duo functionality with the density, protecting the yarn and, of course, later on the fabric, because such defects will create barrier effects in the fabric, which are taken out before. If we talk now, if you see now, it is working in an efficient way to help the customers. Another efficient way that we provide is the swarm clearing functionality, where we do check for defects that are small, not disturbing a single, but disturbing when they come in a high frequency. And for that, we have a special possibility to take only these faults out if they come in a high frequency. This helps also, again, in the fabric. It would be a super cloudy appearance if all these defects come at a place. We do avoid that with this new function. And the positive side effect is that we can basically reduce the cuts as well. Because usually the customers would just close the setting and the cuts increase. This is not necessary anymore because there is something checking, and the cuts can be the same or even less. So in the end, this is not only taking out the faults, but also increasing the productivity of the machine because we have less cuts and splices. Basic clearing was the one. Smart Duo. We have also something new about contamination. For contamination, we provide now the advanced classification for foreign fibers, which are checking especially for very small faults, and also the classification for polypropylene. So this just gives the spinning mills the possibility to see the whole picture of the contamination in the yarn. And another very important point mentioned already in the beginning is the total contamination control, where we combine Uster Quantum 4.0 with the Uster Vision Shield in the fiber area. So at both sides, contamination can be taken out, and it is even more efficient, the full total contamination control. Now, having seen the basic clearing and what we do about contamination, we do even something more. We do something for the customers in regard to the special applications. And this is highly needed as we see this diversity issue, that everything is more different yarns are produced, and special applications help, again, the spinning mill. What will bring us new is the blend mix-up. What does the blend mix-up do? It is checking, like you see on the picture here, some cups for in raw white yarns, if there is a material mix-up, means viscose, polyester, cotton blends, such things mixed up. It happens very easily because the human eye can hardly detect these differences. And without detecting it, it is again a barrier effect in the fabric. So here, again, a problem is taken out, which is a headache for the customers. Together with the shade variation and the core yarn function, which are also in the area of special applications, it's giving the customers a really full flexibility by producing these different yarn types. And I mean, it is needed. Everything is kind of driven by the fashion and so on, fashion industry, where new colors and everything comes together. But also the sports industry. More and more, these special applications are visible at all the customers, at least. It's increasing. So we help the customers in that regard. Okay. Now we have seen a bit the smart duo and what we do for our customers, and also about the special applications. But as I said in the beginning, Quantum 4.0 is the connected yarn clearer, connected for the connected future of our customers. The basis builds the Quantum Expert, which comes together with the yarn clearers as one package. It is fully featured with all the graphical reports where the customers can directly access. It's a full central article as well as data management for the winding. So here they can really go in to see the quality, but also the productivity on the machines. Going one step further in connectivity and integration, we come to Quality Expert. Here, I have also already mentioned in the beginning, it is highly important that we provide here, beside the total contamination control and the ring spinning optimization, also a possibility for an alerting system so that the customer is immediately informed if there is a change. And of course, the whole combination of the thing. The combination of inline and laboratory data and over the whole mill view. Everything can be analyzed against each other. So the future is connected, and so Uster Quantum 4.0 is. Let's summarize. So it is a new milestone in yarn clearing. I mean, it is what we bring with Quantum 4.0 is a combination, an intelligent combination to serve our customers. And the wishes and requirements from our customers are all covered inside. This is what they ask for a long time. It is kind of that we rewrite now how yarn clearing works. So we have the Smart Duo technology, bringing the flexibility, full flexibility in this difficult market situation. Customers do not have to decide anymore. They can just take one clearer and it serves all purposes. And it takes out the faults efficiently, in the most efficient way, and helping them to reduce their quality issues. It is the connected yarn clearer, as the name says, 4.0. Together with the Quantum Expert, but also with the Quality Expert, it builds a greater solution and brings much more value even, not only with the yarn clearer itself, but with the possibility to connect. And this is the future. And not to forget, it is reliable. A reliable and tested yarn clearer that works. So the customers can just lay back and let the system be installed. And then with this, all the smart clearing technology and the smart duo, let the clearer do the job. So it is all new and building up everything, as you see in the middle, on the core values: security, prevention, and flexibility, all for our customers. Okay. I hope that I could give you a good view about what it is Quantum 4 about and what are the benefits for our customers. And I think you also see my excitement. I mean, it is a bit like if a dream comes true now. So working so long with the yarn clearers and seeing how it has evolved. And now we come with something even smarter than before. This is great. And so I feel proud to be part of the team. Okay, then I would like to hand over to Mr. Shivakumar.
Thank you, Katrin. Thank you, Thomas, also, and Joe for the introduction. And once again, a very good afternoon to all of you, media friends, and thank you for sharing your valuable time today with us. This would be the time for Q&A. So please think about the questions that you want to ask, and then you can actually post the questions in the chat, or perhaps unmute your microphone and post the question directly. Before we go into the Q&A, I just want to share my pride, also together with the entire team of Uster, that this is indeed a dream come true. I just remember a few years ago when we, I think it was like probably 7-8 years ago, we actually did a big market research exercise, interviewing about 70 customers worldwide. And in that market research, we had two interesting questions for an open discussion. And one is about what would be your dream clearer, for example. This was one of the questions that we posed. And another one was, what do you dislike most? And I think, you know, both the answers to both the questions were pretty interesting. So if I start with what people disliked at that time, and this has been confirmed also recently, they always told us, okay, price, yes, could be much more attractive, performance could be better, but they hated a little bit the thing to actually choose between a capacitive and an optical clearer always in the beginning, which limits their flexibility and limits their application. What yarn should they run and what yarns they cannot run, the limitations on either side. And so they did not like that fact, and also the fact that, you know, if I have a problem with my climate conditions, then I have to choose another technology. And if I have problem with a certain type of yarn, then I must choose another technology. But I invest only once in, let's say, 10, 15 years into a winder, and therefore why I should make all these compromises. So this was one thing that they really disliked. And when you ask them for the dream, they always said, can you for once try to combine these technologies into one so that I can be flexible in whatever I run, despite whatever conditions, and yet also somehow solve all the quality problems that I have, so that I can sleep well with my investment, it is future-proof, etc. And truly, it's taken some time, but you know, in that sense, this is, as Katrin was highlighting, this is really a dream come true for the industry, and we are proud on behalf of Uster to once again create a new standard. So thank you for joining, and now would be the time to actually unmute your microphone and post your questions directly. Please feel free. Anyone who wants to ask any question. Seems like everything is very clear.
This is what I was about to say, Kumar. In some cases, either it is very clear, everything, or not clear at all. I would like to believe that everything is clear, since our colleagues are familiar with the business.
Yeah. Perhaps I can pose a couple of questions on behalf of, let's say, our customers, to both you, Thomas, and for Katrin. First maybe a question to you, Thomas. From your point of view, how does Quantum 4.0 fit into the Uster vision for the future?
As I said in the beginning, and as Katrin has said, Quantum, or the young clearer, because of its position, it is very delicate. It is at the end of the spinning process. But it is also part of a bigger system. So how it fits to our vision about the future? For us, it is one of the key enablers about the future. It helps us to connect all the offerings in our portfolio, all the value propositions, in order to come a step closer to our dream. We are using dream many times today, to our vision about managing the mill with quality in mind. Putting these two aspects together, the management and the quality. And as it has been explained, it is offering plenty of connection opportunities, either with the vision shields, or with the ring spindle monitoring, or with the laboratory, creating specific value out of this combination. And at the end, it fits because we want to be relevant and valuable for our customers and our industry from the beginning to the end. The beginning is the raw material. The end, though, for us, it is not only the spinning, it is also the fabric. And winding and yarn clearing, it is perhaps the best bridge we could ever imagine in order to bring these two worlds together, in order to understand, as well as paint the full picture of what is going on in the quality, in the entire process. So, coming back to your question, it fits quite well, and it is an important element and an enabler to move to that vision.
Well, thank you, Thomas. That was a good, clear answer. There is, in the moment, there's one question in the chat from Oliver Schmidt. In the field of yarns, there are currently many new developments in the direction of recycled yarn. This will be a big topic in the near future. How important will the Uster Quantum 4.0 be here in the direction of consistent quality that is more difficult to achieve? As a yarn producer, can you already set the course now? I think maybe I take this question, and Thomas, perhaps you can add to this also. You're right. The recycling topic is gaining some traction in the industry, and as you said, it might be potentially a big topic in the future. But this is exactly the reason why we are now prepared with a technology that can stand, let's say, a broader scope of application. So in fact, for example, one of the points that Katrin already highlighted, blend mix-ups as an example, or shade variations, for example. These are topics that are already well known from the current spinning processes that might cause issues, and these are similar in a way to what you see with recycling. So what I can say is Quantum 4.0 is sort of the platform prepared for it. It already has some things that it can already help to maintain this consistent quality. However, it will be challenging because the quality variation is going to be different at a different level. But we think we are, let's say, at least from the technology side, we are prepared, but we need to build more experience, of course. Thomas, you want to add anything to that?
Thank you, Kumar. Thank you, Mr. Smith, for the question. I think it will be a topic or a question in the future. No, I fully agree with Kumar. Everything new is bringing many opportunities and challenges, not problems. But I think that what is important is to have the right technology in place in order to find the right approach to those challenges. And we are having the right technologies. Now, how to use, I think it is also a matter of experience and following also the demands and the requirements that our customers and the market will pose. But I'm very confident that we have the right set of capabilities built into our new young clearer. Thank you again for the question. It's quite a good question.
So thank you. So with that, we are already over time by 2 minutes. Once again, thank you to all our media friends for actually sharing their time today. We hope it has been an interesting time for you. So it's let's say one more big innovation that Uster sort of brings to the market, and we somehow promise to keep you busy this year in a good way, honestly. And for any further questions, Mr. Meyer will continue to be your contact. Feel free to contact him at any point in time. And as he said, we will send you the media release after this meeting so that you have the content that we talked about also with you. With that, thank you once again for joining, and I wish you on behalf of the entire Uster team a warm afternoon and a relaxing weekend later. Thank you all for joining once again.
And remain healthy and positive, all of us. Huh?
Yes. Very good reminder.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you.